Please don't hit my shit, bruh. Thank you. Look, yo, it's crazy when we talk about our allies like they ain't shit, bruh. It's crazy because like we depend on them for more than just manpower and firepower at the end of the day. We 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 depend on them for supplies so that we can have the manpower and firepower in place that it needs to be at in times that they need to be there. We rely on our allies for produce and food. We rely on our allies for commerce, with people traveling and vacationing and coming here to visit, with tourism and stuff like that. We rely on our allies way more than just war. We rely on our allies to spend our dollar around the globe. When our allies don't want to spend our currency, that is an issue because we rely on our allies. Because if only America spent American dollars, what would that mean? We rely on our allies. That's like me saying that I only depend on my crypto token that I created to make it in this society, knowing that I need dollars to make it. I rely on my allies. So if I go through life telling my allies that they ain't shit, they're nerds or they're brokies or these are my allies that I'm speaking to. I tell my allies that they ain't shit, they're brokies, they don't matter, they're irrelevant. My allies. Then in a time of need where I need to feed myself, my allies won't take my money because they're going to show me and they're going to make me stand on everything that I said to them. So I have to make sure that I stand in honesty and truth at the end of the day because my allies are going to ensure that they're supporting someone that does that. My allies don't want to be duped. So they're not going to team up with people that dupe other people because they're my allies, even my enemies. We could tell our enemies the truth and it doesn't matter because it's the truth. It's only going to identify opposition or it's going to identify alliance. And so just imagine me telling my allies that I depend on that they're irrelevant at any time, whether we're at war or not. If I tell my allies that, hey, you're irrelevant, do you think I'm going to get avocados anymore? Or do you think they're going to jack the prices up? Wait a minute. We did that to our allies. We jacked prices up on our allies and put more motherfucking relevance on paper construct than on actual substance and assets and values because we felt that this paper construct was more valuable than the real thing. I can't eat fucking dollars, bruh. I could stuff fucking green bills in my gas tank if I find some because they're gonna be digital. I could stuff the green fucking dollars in my gas tank and my car still won't run. I need the allies support. I need that gas. I need that oil. I need to have good relationships with people to make it, right? So if I'm telling my people that they ain't shit and that they're irrelevant and they don't matter, and I look at them all like criminals and send them back to their fucking country, then what the fuck is gonna happen to my own fucking country? Like, 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 like I'm not even in politics, bro, and I understand this shit. So if I think about it with a clear mind, a clear, calm mind, what makes sense to me? It makes sense that I appease my allies instead of being egotistical and being big headed myself and thinking that my money, like you see all these people getting assassinated and shit. that I I I think too highly of my money. Maybe it's my character as a person that I need to look at. Maybe it's the way I carry myself out here that I need to look at. Because at the end of the day, I'll be out here around people that don't know me, strangers, and I have good relationships with strangers. But when you become too common and people feel that they could play with you and shit like that, or you want to be friends and shit like that, you want to play these little games, now we have issues. But out here, just in the real world, for real, don't have issues. We get along. We make something out of nothing. And it's amazing. And it feels good. You get compliments and all that shit. But building relationships with people that we call friends or allies, and then talking shit about them and then exposing them and shit like that, where there was supposed to be trust, that kind of breaks trust. That kind of breaks the value of the relationship that we had. You know what I'm saying? It kind of breaks down the value of the relationship. The relationship was supposed to be of high esteem and high regard, but we kind of downgraded that by talking shit about the people that we connect with. You're only as valuable as your circle. So when you start talking shit about your circle, then there's no value there. So I could rock alone because people in my circle wanted to talk shit. And now I could show you that I stand on what I'm talking about because I'm out here living it, and whatever is going on in that circle is going on in that circle. I mean, it's irrelevant now. I had to remove myself. So when you have a situation like that, understand that now you have to stand on it. Just like I had to stand on my decision to leave that circle of people that were talking shit about me. I wasn't even talking shit about them. So now that I've decided to leave that circle, I have to stand on my own out here, right? So this is like an example of the things that are going on out there. Like that's why no one wants to join, because you were talking shit about them, and then you were making them pay $1 billion. That's some greedy ass shit, bruh. Like think about this: imports and exports. Let's think about this: imports and exports, right? What nations imports and export? What's the balance sheet look like? Are we exporting more or are we importing more? Because they tell me to look at my pocketbook as being a person when I go buy groceries. That like they get on me for having bad credit as a black person, right? So let's talk about bad credit and let's talk about debt. Let's talk about this and apply it in the real world real quick. And let's see what makes sense out here, right? So exports and imports. If my country exports more than it imports, like a dual loop system or a closed loop, if my country exports more than it imports, that means we're going to make money. We're going to be prosperous. We're going to gain more assets. But if my country imports more than it exports, that means that we're losing money, consistently losing money. So we can't pay back a debt that is owed to our allies, our friends. Nigga, you want $100? I could loan it to you, but will you pay me back? And if the answer is no, would it be wise of me to give them more money? Think about it. Because this is what they teaching me. This is what they tell me. When I go to a bank to get a loan, the bank won't give me a fucking loan if I can't pay them back plus interest. So if I can't meet my allies, then I have no allies. They will eventually be like, hey, we're tired of this shit. We're going to go ahead on and give this loan to someone that can actually pay it back plus interest. This is the banking game. This is what banks do. So if we're talking about banks, we're talking about money, then let's talk about it on the global scale. And if this shit really makes sense, then make it make sense real quickly, because it's not making no sense. I already come from a line of people that didn't get paid the shit that was already in the contract to get paid. I like it's in the fucking facts, bro. And so many people are sitting here wondering when we're gonna get. compensated for shit we're never gonna get compensated for. It doesn't matter to nobody. They're like, oh well, you signed a bad deal. Keep it moving. You signed a bad deal. Keep it moving. Take the loss. So yeah, it's just crazy how this shit boils down, bro. When you really look at it from a logical sense, and people want you to not say nothing about it and just let it happen the way they want it to happen because it benefits them. Well, if it don't benefit me, then why should I, like, nigga, something need to benefit me for me to shut the fuck up. Nothing benefits me. It just puts me at more risk. It just puts me in more debt. I just owe people now. I just owe more and keep owing more for what? It don't make sense. So I'm not I'm not I'm not in agreement with talking shit about our allies. We depend on them. They own most of the hotels. They own most of the gas stations. They own some of the grocery stores. They own so much real estate. We don't we live here. We are from here and don't own most of the shit here. That is fucking amazing. We are from here and don't even own most of the shit here. So it's not a far-fetched idea that I'm talking about. It's not like mind-blowing fucking math. It's just facts. You know what I'm saying? It's really just facts, bro. And so I don't know, man. I don't know. A lot of people that supported this shit are not supporting it no more because they don't even fucking know. They're looking at their families. Fuck their money. They're looking at their families right now, bro. They're looking at the quality of human life right now. The You want a weaker dollar and you supported that shit, and so y'all are getting a weaker dollar just like you wanted. And then you want me to fiend for dollars. I fiend for life, bro. I fiend to improve life around the fucking globe because the shit is so fucked up. Somebody got to say something. Somebody got to do it. They got people that say they do it, but they just take the money and run. But a motherfucker that actually build from nothing to something, that's got to be a different cloth. That's just got to be something different popping right there, bruh. So, hey man, I'm gonna be struggling until when. I mean, it's written in the Bible already. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to work until you die. So I'm gonna work until I die. I'm not really worried about trying to be all extra ass bougie and shit. Like if I don't get physical exertion, I'm still gonna have mental exertion going out. So it don't. I'm gonna work until I die, like literally until they kill me. Because like they be talking about like the human lifespan is like 125 years. So then what's really cutting us down? See, no one wants to talk about that because there's money involved with that. Point made clearly. And that money that they is it's less valuable now because the quality of human life is less valuable now because there's so much risk in living now. The food's fake, the vaccinations killing people, you got the pills and shit like that, you got the drug pandemic, you got people killing people. Then they want to blame the fucking materials that they make and say, oh, the guns are the problem. No, the people with the guns are the problem, motherfucker. You have soldiers right now going down range and they're not the problem. The guns, they're not the problem over there. Mentality is ideologies. It's all just a mental game. People choose to play it because they're comfortable. If you didn't have life, what would be the value of your dollar? If you couldn't live to spend it, what would be the point of it? You want to enjoy it. You can't even fucking enjoy it. You just have to pay more.